Let's head to the back and see the casita now. Super exciting, totally different design, but a lot of continuity throughout. Again, this is a long, skinny chorizo lot, so it's about 4.67 meters wide by 60 some odd meters long. Check this thing out. This is the original water cistern, or AKA the dungeon, the prison, I don't know, meeting room, I don't know. We've had a lot of questions around what we should turn this into. And what I love that my architects just did is an adaptation that they did to the original design. So they removed the bathroom that was here so that we have a bigger open patio here to have more seating. And they built this wall here for privacy. Let's head in. We have just simple concrete large tiles, but these are really great because they allow for drainage when it rains a lot, and if the pool happens to overflow or people are splashing about, there's an overflow immediately with this type of flooring. So a lot of thought went into what type of floor do we need to have here. So we just kept it simple but functional. We will have some lounge chairs probably here, the shower over there, beautiful long pool to dip in. It's not a lap pool, it's more of like a dip and drink your cocktail or espresso kind of pool. So it has lots of different levels. And then these gorgeous stairs are actually super functional because this is the machine room. And then over here we'll have a stacked laundry over here. So these, we're using all the space that we can as efficiently as we can. So now we get to enter into the private casita. In the original plan, this was supposed to be sort of an open overhang living room. But we realized that, you know, if we were to have any foreigners staying here who aren't acclimated to the temperature, it's hot, it might be better just to be able to close it and open it. So we have this nice sliding windows here that go out into the pool. There will be plants growing in front for extra privacy. And then that way you have the choice to open the space up or to close it and put on the AC. We have installed some deco style lights that I love a lot. And of course the tiles that we selected and customized their colors. So we have Moorish style tiles here. And then of course we have the hummingbird pattern in blue and yellow over there. So we have a little kitchen bar, and then we move into the bathroom area. There's an exposed vanity and sink here with a gorgeous massive mirror. And then we head into the toilet area with another beautiful colibri hummingbird pattern. Here, we have a little internal garden, and they've already put in some gravel and a nice plant, and it goes up to the sky, 2 floors. So we have great ventilation in here and just like nice pieces of, again, indoor, outdoor greenery. Here's the master bedroom. It's currently occupied. Some of the workers stay here on the weekend. So the cool thing is we have the hammock hooks. So got the hammock hooks here. Also, we have a sliding door that goes out to that little internal garden. So that's a really nice feature. Just, you know, again, to have that outdoor space in a very narrow lot. And then at the back, we've got this absolutely gorgeous little garden. And it will be green and lush. And this is where we have our one and only tree that is beautiful and alive and green right now. So we cherish this tree, and because of that, the design of the building is such that it got moved this way. And that allowed us to create this little garden and gorgeous, very deep dipping pool in the back with a water feature that I believe is Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god that Luis managed to find somewhere and add, and I just love how quirky it is. So anyway, this is your own private garden. You can stick a hammock out here and relax if you don't feel like socializing with anybody at the co-working space. Let's go see the apartment upstairs now. Whoa. All right, okay. I'm like having a battle with this mosquito here, and I'm losing. Okay. Let's talk about the tiles. These are so awesome. These are recovered tiles from the original building. They were underneath some really, really ugly white tiles. So they've been individually excavated, and they have lots of different shapes and patterns. Some of them are pretty neutral, but some of them are not. Let me show you one. So there's a gorgeous tile. Look at that. So we have this one's more greens and reds, but we also have a lot of the pinks and the greens as well. Anyways, with all of these tiles, we are going to figure out a way to put them all back into the main co-working area and blend them into the floor with concrete around in the areas where we don't have, let's say, complete patterns. But yeah, we have all of these really, really pretty designs that some of them are very old and some of them are a bit newer and more modern. These are probably from the 1950s, looks like. So, and then some of them are 1920s, 1920s, 1930s. Anyway, let's go upstairs and see the Casa Colibri unit upstairs. There will be a handrail here because I've been convinced to put one in even though I don't want one, but this is a little precarious. If you fall, just aim for the pool. Okay, so this is such a super cool feature that Luis included in as a surprise. He made a little dipping pool, an individual-sized extended bathtub with a bench in it, so you can sit down, have your morning espresso in your nice cold jacuzzi tub and look out to the co-working space below and the pool in the garden. And then here in front of it, we have space for a planter. So again, you'll be in your own personal jungle here, and it'll feel really private and quite special. And we have the sliding windows here that open up so that you can unify the living room with the outdoor space. Come on in to the pink colibri unit. So we have here a bit of a larger bench than downstairs, and that was to account for some of the machinery that's required to get the water pumped into this little pool right over here. But otherwise, it's pretty similar to downstairs. You have a little bench. Imagine a nice little coffee table here so you can lounge in your little living room kitchen. And there's space here to mount a TV if you want, in the living room, if you want. I don't know, we'll see about that. And again, little breakfast nook, breakfast bar. Sorry, it's really dusty. And then a little kitchen area right here. The bathroom is very similar. The only difference is the window. The window was designed very thoughtfully so that there's privacy. So only the top half opens, and a lot of ventilation again. The rest is frosted. And let's go into the main bedroom. So we walk through here, and this is going to be closet space right here. So pretty large closet. And then once again, similar setup to before, where we can put a king size bed here, probably a little console and a TV over here, like a workstation. We have the hammock hooks, and then we have a gorgeous view of our one tree, a tamarind tree next door, and some satellite dishes for the neighbors. Anyway, here, we're still working out a solution, but we are hoping that we will build a staircase coming up here in a precarious sort of not safety-oriented way that goes up to the roof, because the roof is pretty special. If you look up, you can see that there's a really big tree over there. It's called a ramon tree, and ramon berries are used to feed livestock usually, but right now, this tree that actually is in our neighbor's unit cascades over into our real estate and is providing us extra insulation and shade onto this structure. So it keeps the temperature down. And then when you're up on that roof, you're just being overhung by this gorgeous tree in the shade, and there's a lot of square footage out there to create an entire living room terrace. So we're hoping to build some stairs going up here, still figuring out how to do it because there's a lot of angles and it's quite steep. but we shall see. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this tour. We're super excited about everything that's going on here. The process here in Yucatan definitely is slower, but y'all, it's hot. We are close to the equator. A lot of work has been done. Our architects are amazing. Archelat, they've put so much effort and creativity, solutions, and when I go, off the deep end with crazy ideas, they always try to make it work. So I'm super thankful to be able to be working with them. And yes, budget is way more than what I thought. Yes, the time is way more than what I thought, but we're crossing our fingers that we're pretty close to the finish line now, and hope that next season we can open Co.merida co-working space and apartments. Thank you.